Well, the Grammys just passed.
Yeah.
J. Cole won his first Grammy.
Well deserved.
Long overdue.
Yeah.
It wasn't even his song, actually.
It's 21
the
song.
21 Savage
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot. But still, it's a Grammy.
Yeah.
Grammy's
He
a
gonna
Grammy.
get more. He definitely gonna get more.
Tyler, the Creator, won the
Rap
Grammy for
album.
Best Rap Album, and he had a very interesting response to winning. Did you see that video of him talking
I did.
about it?
I hear him too. I mean, I definitely don't think the word urban means nigga, but to him it does. But I get his sentiments of categorization. But in that theory, the Grammys are categorized. Got to break it up in some kind of way. Even if you call it, at one time it was called black music. If that's what it is, just call it what it is. And the music that Tyler makes does transcend most categories, which is also dope. But you can't be mad at the Grammys for trying to keep some kind of order. You gotta have categories.
I mean, if you were to put Tyler into a category and you had to pick one, you would probably say rapper.
Right, and he's a dope ass rapper.
He's a good rapper.
Yeah, he's just different.
Earthquake was a very interesting album.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was definitely genre bending.
That's like you couldn't bend if there wasn't a genre.
Yeah.
You couldn't break barriers and boundaries without there being barriers and boundaries.
Yeah. I don't know. Because he basically said it was a backhanded compliment, like almost like calling him the N-word or something.
Yeah,
of that
see,
sort.
I mean, and again, you know me, I'm the nigga with the turban on, so I'll go there all day long when we want to have that conversation. But I think we have to have it from a place of true intellect for the subject matter and not just emotion. Because emotionally, he's 100% correct. That is an establishment that views our community as a certain way. But we either play the game or don't play the game at all. Either we don't show up to the Grammys and be like, fuck y'all, or we show up and say, thank you. You know, we know what you think of us and we're going to take our award and we're going to keep it pushing. And I'll see y'all at the NAACP Awards.
Well, Puffy said black music has never been respected by the Grammys.
It hasn't. Right?
I mean, at one point, if you look back, I remember I did this old interview with Peter Guns.
Yeah, shouts out Papa Gat.
And I guess they were up for a Grammy for Uptown Baby.
Yeah,
Uptown
Steely
Anthem.
Dan sample.
Yeah. And he said how Jay-Z and Dame Dash called him up and told him that, you know, they asked him if he could not attend because they were all boycotting the Grammys because the hip-hop category I don't even think was televised back then.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Like, that's what, you know, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince did. The first rap Grammy ever won wasn't televised. They've been disrespecting black music, but specifically hip-hop since the first day. But again, when we keep saying they, everybody thinks they is this imaginary room of angry white people that are like trying to push everybody. They is an institutionalized mindset. I get a Grammy ballot. If you're part of the Recording Academy, you're they. You know what I mean? But the way it's set up, the way the record labels control who gets nominated based off of their submissions, based off of dollars spent. Once you're in the academy, there's certain people on the boards that have a certain understanding. And they view hip hop as something that isn't as musical as maybe some of the other genres that go into it. And because there's a certain level of intellect that comes with musically educated people, true education, then they view it like, well, if you didn't go to NYU or if you didn't go to Berkeley and all of this stuff, then does your opinion really matter? Or we'll honor you, but you can't make decisions.
Well, I mean, I've had this conversation in previous years with people that are actually on the Grammy Committee. Are you on the Grammy Committee yourself?
Nah, I mean, I've had the conversations. I'm definitely, you know, I get the ballot and stuff to vote. And that's the thing, like, we don't vote.
Right, because...
and it's saying like we don't vote in the presidential election.
Right, because there's an inherent problem with the way the Grammy voting works, because once you're on the Grammy Committee, I think, was it Jermaine Dupri that...
Yeah, he was the president of the Atlanta chapter for a while.
Yeah, I remember...
Until the Janet Jackson thing popped up.
Yeah, me and him actually had a conversation about how he quit the Grammy Committee when the whole Janet Jackson situation happened and nobody stood up for
Yeah,
her.
they didn't
and he
stand
felt
up
like,
for
what's
her.
the point of, there's no power in this role. Why am I even here?
I don't feel like I should be called president if I can't do anything.
What were you trying to do at the time?
Whatever needed to be done to rectify the situation that was going on.
Yeah.
So you quit. But I think it was with him that we talked about how the inherent problem in this voting is that when you're on the Grammy Committee, you could vote in every category.
Right.
But you're only versed. Every human being is only versed in
the
certain
music
types
that they
of
like.
genres.
Yeah.
Like if you were to tell me to vote in the country category,
I'd just be checking off
I'd
names.
pick off the biggest name, like achy breaky heart guy, sure, him, that guy.
Miley Daddy. Check.
Okay, I've heard of him.
Right.
Next. So it's like it turns into a name recognition thing at a certain point where
Just like American voting.
just like American voting.
There's no difference, Vlad. But you make a great point, and I'm gonna be honest because even when you say Grammy Committee, I think I'm not as versed in the idea. I know I'm a Recording Academy member. You know what I mean? I get the emails and the ballads and all of that stuff, but I'm pretty sure there's another tier of decision makers that count those votes, that make sure everything is running. I've had meetings with the president of the Recording Academy plenty of times. You know what I mean? I've done so many things with the Grammys in the schools and Recording Academy stuff where you go with children, which they do a phenomenal job of musical education is so important in our communities. But when it comes, me, I ain't about the accolades. Like, save all that shit. I don't show up to those things unless I'm hosting it. You know what I mean? And that's a check.
Unless there's a check.
Yeah. Like I'm only there if it's a check.
Well, I'll just say this before we get off the topic. And even though it's not exactly apples to apples, I think that you'll see the relation here. I just interviewed Earthquake. The comedian,
I saw a little bit of that.
Who's phenomenal, by the way.
That's my guy.
He's about to be a regular guest.
He's hilarious.
He killed it.
Yeah,
killed it.
That's my guy.
And he was telling me how when he was first starting in the comedy, he started a little bit late because he was in the military first, and I think he moved to D.C. or Atlanta, I think, and was trying to get on the circuit. And he wasn't getting a lot of gigs.
Right.
And he called his mom up, and he's like, "Mom, like these people are fronting on me that they're not giving me these gigs." At one point, you actually co-owned a comedy club in Buckhead.
Yes.
The Uptown Comedy Corner?
Yes, because the Comedy Act wouldn't let me perform there. You know what I mean? They wouldn't let me perform. So I called my mother and said, "These motherfuckers won't let me perform." And her thing is, you can't get mad at somebody for not allowing them to use their shit. You need to get your own. Mm-hmm. I said, "Mother, can't get no motherfucking comedy club." Then don't complain about it. Do whatever you need to do to get him to allow you to use your shit. But motherfucker don't let you ride their bike. You got to get your own bike.
And she's like, "Well, you can't expect someone in a company you don't own to hire you for their company.
Right.
You need to own your own clubs."
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Yeah.
He started his own comedy clubs that he
Smart
was
man.
performing in.
Genius. And then he can hone his craft every single night in his club.
In his club.
He ain't got to stand in line. Because the people come in there regularly to see his style of comedy.
Right.
So then when you look at Earthquake perform, he's on his own rhythm. He's on his own vibration. Can't nobody do Earthquake but Earthquake.
Yeah. Listen, we've never been nominated for shit. I haven't won
though.
no awards for nothing.
Yeah.
I've always felt that
None of the internet awards or none of that.
nothing. I personally, I feel that some of the stuff I've put out is Emmy worthy.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But again, fuck them.
Fuck it.
Like,
Fuck it.
Like I don't care about
the
your little
people. The
statues.
people have shown the millions of people who watch Vlad TV every day has shown
dog.
me that I'm on the right path.
Wild and I, we've done hundreds of episodes over 16, 17 seasons. Not one accolade, not one like, yo, this is groundbreaking. Not people don't be like, yo, that shit's still on. Like it's like, and it's people's favorite shows, shit people grew up on. Discovered some of your favorite comedians, talent. People don't care. But you know what my award and reward is? The fact that I get to keep doing it. Because I've been in them places where it was something I love and I can't do it no more. I've been in a place, I've been unemployed. The fact that that's my award every time I can show up and I know that I own this and I see my name every single time and it can't be stopped. And I can say things like longest running comedy and hip hop comedy. You know, I can say that for myself. I don't need them to validate me. And it goes back to that idea. It's like I know my value, therefore I don't need your validation.
Yep.